Hey there. So, I thought I could talk to you a little bit about behavior. And I can imagine some of you are having a hard time with getting your child to sit and attend to a task for longer than a couple minutes. There's some things you can do. So I want to share some tips with you to use at home. So let's say you want your child to stack some blocks. Okay, this is the activity you want them to do, is stack some blocks, and you just want them to sit down for maybe 10 minutes for an activity, which I think about 5 to 10 minutes is probably the most you'd want to sit and attend to one task without getting up and having a break or switching to another task, because that's a long time for them to sit. So just a reminder, in case you're trying to get them to sit for a half hour, that could be where you're getting some of your behavior problems, because that's a lot to ask for a little one to sit for that long, especially if they're not totally excited about the task. Now you might say, oh, well, he can sit and be on the tablet for a half hour. Of course, because that's lots of fun. He's considering that fun as reinforcing. So I want to show you, and we talked about reinforcement before, but it's so important to find what their reinforcement is for the day. Sometimes it switches day to day, and sometimes it's maybe one thing will work for the week. So it could be something like a car, or it could be something like this little shaky ball. It could be something like this. You can figure out what's most reinforcing for them by doing like a little assessment where you sit the items in front of them, and maybe you're guessing it's going to be the car or the keys. So you want to put out what it is that you think and just see what they go for. Okay, but don't let them keep it very long. Just like seriously, not even a second, because you don't want to reinforce when he hasn't earned it. So say he's going for the keys, then you know that keys, there's a good chance that this is going to be reinforcing for him. Okay, so back to the blocks. Don't let him have access to these keys until he does what you want. Okay, so in this scenario, we're just trying to get your child to sit for a period of time to attend to this task, and you asked him to stack blocks. Maybe you showed him how to do it, and he's supposed to sit, but he wants to get up and run around the room, or he wants to go over here and play in the living room. It's easy to say, okay, I'm just going to let him go play. He's done. It's really important that you wait until it's something you're allowing to happen. Don't let him have access. If you've told him to sit and he goes and runs and plays and gets away with it, then he knows he doesn't really have to sit. Okay, so he's sitting and he's doing the blocks, and I notice, or you notice, that your child's doing a great job sitting. Okay, so maybe you watch the clock and you're like, okay, it's been 2 minutes. That's a great time to say, good job, you're listening and you're doing the blocks so good. Okay, you're doing so good, you get the keys. Yay! So he's still sitting, he's here next to the blocks. You give him a reward. Yay! Good job. And then you say, my turn. And I do a lot of my turn, your turn with rewards in class, so they should be used to that. If you say, my turn, they might resist at first, but then they'll understand the game and be like, oh, you do the game too. Okay. It might be a struggle at first, but they will give it back to you. So then you're teaching him, he gets what he wants when he's doing what you want. So here he is attending to the task again. You watch the clock, 2 or 3 minutes go by. You see, you can increase the interval of time the more he gets used to the game. So here he is building. Oh, he's doing such a good job. And you notice he's staying in his chair. He's not running around the room. You say, good job. I like how you're sitting and doing your work. You get the keys. Yay. It's important you only give them to him for just a couple seconds, maybe 3 to 4 seconds max. My turn. Now he has more motivation to sit and attend to a task he's not that excited about because he knows he's going to get paid. I hope that was helpful for you. It really, really works in the classroom, and it works with us as adults too. If you get a reward because you're doing a good job and it's totally unexpected and you're caught being good, you want to do that same thing in the future because you know there's a chance you might get rewarded again or someone's noticing. Okay, so what do you do if he's running off and going and playing in the living room when you want him to sit down? You can go over to him and guide him back. And he might fight. That's when you can get this out. And you can say, first sit, then keys. Now you might be able to get him to sit without offering him the keys, but if you're getting this major meltdown, make sure you reward only when they've complied. Maybe you can't get him to sit, but you're getting him to walk over toward the chair where you want them to sit. You can say, wow, I like the way you're coming over to sit down. It looks like you're ready to work. And then you can surprise him and go, wow, I like the way you're sitting. Thank you. Okay, my turn. Back to the task. Okay. Once again, message me if you have any questions. Bye.